on screen, he is a man of few words, but is the biggest thing in Westeros that you will find. In real life, he is Europe's strongest man. He is the world's strongest Viking, and he is going to be at the Philadelphia Ren Fair, which is going on this weekend, by the way, and I'll give you the details of all of it, but please welcome, you know him as the Mountain from Game of Thrones, Hafthor Julius Bjornsson. Good morning, Hafthor.
Good morning.
Am I getting that right? Hafthor.
Hafthor Julius Björnsson, yes, correct.
Hafthor Julius, okay.
Julius is my middle name.
Yep.
Sometimes it gets forgotten, but that's okay.
Okay. Yeah. And you're originally from Iceland.
That's correct, yeah.
I was watching a documentary about Iceland last night and about the world's strongest men, and they make the point that basically this area generates more competitive strong men than any other place in the world, and so I mean, and that's you could testify to that fact, correct?
Yes, of course. I mean, we are only 300,000 people who lives there. It's a small country, but we have won the title more than any other country. 8 times. That's
8 times.
That's incredible, and soon, hopefully, it will be 9th title.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about Iceland and the area that generates? Just obviously the genetics are there, but what else? What about the spirit of the people?
Well, I always say it's something in the water, I guess.
Yeah.
You have so clean and good water.
Yeah, right.
And
glacial water.
Yes, exactly. And it's just we are hard workers, always worked very, very, very hard. And Vikings, of course, it's in our blood to be strong. And we are the strongest people. I say it always, and also we have the most beautiful women.
Oh yeah. No, we would agree with that too. Yeah,
we had seen a video of you doing an event for one of the strongman competitions. I'm not sure if it was. I think it might have been World's Strongest Viking, where you did the log carry, and this was
astonishing.
Yeah, it weighs 1,433 pounds. This is, 1,433 pounds. So did you break a record with that lift? Did I hear correctly?
Yeah, it was a 1,000-year-old record.
What?
1,000-year-old.
They kept records 1,000 years ago?
Yeah.
When you lift something 1,000 pounds and more, yeah, they keep records.
They write that down.
Yeah. All right.
I broke that record that day. I took 3 steps with it, I think.
3 steps with 1,000+ pounds on your shoulders.
On his shoulders.
Yeah, and
Okay, when you're about to do something like that, I mean, even though you're not lifting it very high, you're still lifting it all the way up and moving it. I mean, you could have gotten hurt really, really bad doing that. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's correct. The last guy who did it, he actually broke his back and never was the same after that.
If you've not seen the season finale last year, this is your opportunity to turn the radio down. But I'm going to ask Hafthor about this scene. It's a big, big, important battle. It's between Oberyn Martell and the Mountain, and it's the climactic end of the season. There's a part, spoiler alert.
Yes, you've been warned.
Where the Mountain actually squeezes Oberyn's head and it basically explodes when he does this. What did they have you? Were those your hands, and were you actually squeezing and exploding a prop of some sort, I guess?
Yeah, well, it was not. Well, actually, he is.
I get that. Happened.
Wow, that's really taking a. Listen, we have a job for you. You have to be willing to have your head crushed.
I wasn't sure if it was CGI or if they had a mannequin that he was squeezing the head of.
Yeah. I'm sure his lawyer would have gotten in touch with you eventually. You crushed it. No, but like a watermelon?
Yeah, so what did they have there? What were you squeezing?
Well, it's kind of secret.
It's a secret.
Yes.
Okay. It was the guy, Brent.
I can't watch that scene ever again.
It's nasty.
It's so nasty.
Yeah.
Now for the fighting, the weapon training, the guy who trains you guys to do that was the trainer on the movie Gladiator, correct? Like he's like the best in the world.
He's very, very, very good, very talented, and to have such a great guy to have around to teach you was very great, very good, like most of the people who have watched the scene.
Yeah.
Me and Pedro Pascal were both well prepared for the fight, and it happened very well. So it's because we had very good training.
I assume it has to be. It has to be very precise. You have to, the way you would choreograph a dance, because regardless, you're still swinging at each other, and you're still, any injuries that you received while doing that?
Well, I had, I was training every day, the whole day for a few weeks, learning the fight.
Yeah.
And the sword was so heavy. I remember I had so much pain in my biceps.
Really?
Yeah. And my forearms for like holding the sword, because it's not a normal sword. It's unreal big, and it's heavy as well. So just by swinging it every day, I was like, after the fight, I was like few weeks very bad hurt.
Very bad hurt. Because, it's a repetitious movement, and it's a repetitive injury, almost like carpal tunnel or something, where you're hurting that. Yeah, man, Jesus, it's brutal.
We were out in the green room before the interview started, and I got a picture with Hafthor, and Casey walks up to him and he says, "Now, if you pick me up by the neck, would that kill me?" and Hafthor just says, "Yes."
I'm planning pictures for after the.
Casey, as we're sitting here doing the interview, I'm thinking, I wonder if he could pick me up by the head, and I could just hold on to his wrist, so it wouldn't really actually hurt. But it looked like he was holding me by my head. But
how many times a day do you get asked to pick people up? You must get it constantly.
I get it quite often, yeah.
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 And it's and there's probably some people you just don't want to pick up.
Few, yeah.
Who was it we had? Magnus Vermagnuson?
Magnus Vermagnuson.
In our studio one time. Are you familiar with him?
Magnus where?
Yeah.
Yeah, I train in his gym.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's got the coolest name ever, though. I mean, your name's pretty cool, but Magnus Vermagnuson is one. I mean, that's not a character's name. That's an actual human being's name. It doesn't get more bad.
I don't know, man. Hafthor's pretty bad.
Yeah. He's
Hafthor.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
If I'm gonna pronounce Hafthor to English, half means ocean, and Thor means God, so it's ocean God.
Oh,
well, I'll take that over Magnus.
I don't know. No offense. No offense.
I really
Go
would
ahead.
stop
The last
throwing
thing I want
around
to do is
Casey's
piss the biggest guy in the room.
How do you say the mountain in Icelandic?
Fjallið.
Fjallið?
See, I think it's a beautiful language too. Especially when, as you say, one of the multitude of beautiful Icelandic women speak it. It sounds it rocks. So.
Hey, you have a mountain in your pants too?
Of course, Nick would ask.
Nick goes both ways, and he wants to scale that mountain.
I can see that he's been looking at me a lot.
Doesn't take yes.
You should have at least asked me to ask it.
Oh my God.
My guess is that's the case. Yeah. Game of Bones is the movie.
All right. So Casey wrote me a note because
I didn't write that.
Who wrote this?
That's Marissa's handwriting.
Oh, because you have arm wrestled.
John Cena. I almost
Cena.
won that one. Yeah.
Hafthor, would you take him on in arm wrestling?
Just look at him.
He looks a little scared.
Use your pinky.
Yeah.
Sure.
Use your pinky. All right, Casey, head on over. Take on the mountain.
See, now mind you, this Case.
I guess he's a professional arm wrestler.
No,
You
he's
can
not.
tell, right?
Yeah, he's Nick trains him.
Just I'm gonna just tell all the people who are listening. Arm wrestling is a lot of technique.
Yeah.
Is not with strength.
That's right. Right.
I love the smile he flashes after he says stuff like that. He's like, "Urgh."
Look at his arms.
All right, Casey.
Don't hurt me.
Yeah.
He's just asking to not be hurt.
Yeah, I'm asking, just be gentle.
Jesus
I can
Christ.
barely
Case,
use my hands.
you're going to be eviscerated.
I'm just wondering.
All right, go ahead.
I could get hurt here.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. And it's over.
And it's over.
Wow. Wow. Did you feel you saw the spirit of the Viking warrior in Casey?
Not only did he push my arm down, but he crushed my elbow into the counter area here.
And he's laughing.
Casey, handshake. You leave it in hand. Hey, does Casey remind you of Viking children?